Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. Before we get started, let me just introduce myself. My name is Letitia Campbell of CampbellSuccessNetwork.com, and I am your sales success strategist. What I do is I help create your sexy brand and turn it into a profit-making machine through our done-for-you PR and media services. So I'm so happy to have you guys on this morning. Sorry about this glare. It is so beautiful. Hi, IK over here on Periscope. Welcome. It's so beautiful here today in New York. Yesterday it was raining like crazy. How's the weather for you guys? So what I want to talk about, because my whole entire world and business is geared around sales and sales strategy and sales process and sales implementation and sales machine, everything that has to do with sales. Hey, Therese, welcome, sis. Therese, if you could put my website link on down below, please do. And guys, make sure if you're watching this live, type in hashtag live. If you're watching this via replay, please type in hashtag replay so I can shout you out. But since my world is evolved around sales, I love sales. And the reason why, more than anything, hey Charlene, what's up, mama? The reason why I love sales, and Charlene, since you're hopping on, make sure you share this out. And the reason why I love sales and why I got into sales originally was because sales is never boring to me. It's never boring. Like a lot of people who build an online business, they get bored of doing graphics. They get bored of doing websites. They get bored about teaching people how to build their best life. Like at some point in other industries, and I'm not like saying that's a bad thing, because sometimes you do go through a sort of drought in your business where you scale back and say, let me be a little bit more creative. Hey, Darlene, what's up? Guys, yesterday we went live. I went live with Darlene. Definitely, guys, go check back that replay from on my business page. Tasha's in the building. We have the #1 credit repair expert in the building. Hello, Miss Tasha. Good morning. Good morning. We got to come up with a word, because what I'm doing now, ladies, and let me just do some housekeeping before I get into this. My kids are going back to school in September. So I like to plan everything a month in advance. So what I'm going to do is, and let me know, ladies, what your input is. I am going to start going live more in the morning instead of in the evening. Okay. So let me know, guys, what time worked for you. I remember when I was working my 9 to 5, I loved watching lives on the way to work. I would listen to live broadcasts. I would listen to podcasts. I would do all that. But what time works for you guys in the mornings? I want to make sure. Hey, Pure Silk, welcome. I want to make sure that I am coming in at a time where you guys are able to pay full attention to, because my morning lives are not going to be super long. That's number one. I'm not going to have those 2-hour morning lives, because you guys know I have children, I have a life, But they will be for about 10 to 20 minutes. So I want to make sure that when you guys do come on, it's at a convenient time for you. So, put down in the comments what time in the morning that you would love to get some sales strategy content. So going back to why I love sales. Sales for me is always something different every day. I remember when I used to work in sales management in Manhattan for over 15 years. And people used to ask me that question all the freaking time, because most women hate sales. Let's just say that. They hate it. They'll open a they will open a non-for-profit in a second, because just to avoid selling something, So, people used to ask me all the time, why you like sales? Because my answer was clear. I love the fact that being a sales strategist is always something different every day. My father had his own business. My great grandfather, when he first came to this country from the Dominican Republic, he opened 2 businesses. So I always grew up around people, and always having to be, I don't know if you guys ever heard this term, because there was so much of us, the squeakiest wheel gets the most attention. So it's sort of like we had to constantly say, Mommy, I want this, because it was always, we had to go that extra extension and say a reason, right? Can you guys, let's do a mic check real quick. Type in the #1 if y'all can see and hear me clearly on Facebook, because I see a lot of people going in and out, and I want to make sure my sound is good. If you watch me live here on Periscope, type in 1 in the comments. I want to make sure that I'm coming in loud and clear. Yes. So that's why I love and enjoy sales. Thank you so much, Pure Silk over here on Periscope. So I've been looking up some top trends as it pertains to sales. I have my own data that I collect from people. If you're in any of my Facebook groups, if you're inside of my Success Mastermind Tribe on Facebook, or if you're inside of my Success Tribe for women of color, I do polls in there all the time. And I back up the polls with the actual statistics and data that's trending on Google and other search engines right now. So I looked up like my top 10. Thank you for sharing with your followers, Persil. I looked up like my top 10 sales trending. I'm not going to go over 10 of them this morning because I know y'all got a lot to do. Y'all booked and busy, right? Y'all booked and busy, and y'all got to, hop off quick. Thank you, Darlene, for the one. Thank you, Charlene, for the one. Thank you, Treese. Guys, let me see some shares, and let's tap that screen for hearts, even if you're on Facebook right now. But I'm going to give you guys sort of for the next, 5 to 7 days, like the one top trend. So that way I can break it down for you guys and you're not overwhelmed and like, okay, what was number 7? You guys will get it right now. All right. So let's go over it. So one of the top sales trends right now as pertains to marketing your business on social media and social selling, right? Thank you guys for the hearts, is that you got to be more strategic, right? Somebody type in, I have to plan this out. Hashtag, I have to plan this out. A lot of us, we stumble into our day and we don't land on our day. Let me just break it down. Anytime you're running a business, your day should be planned a day in advance. So if you wanted to dominate today is what? Thursday. You should have planned that yesterday. Okay. Now I can't show you guys my timeline because it's on my phone. You have to set time. Your day has to have a timeline, right? It has to. And I got mine from just being part of the church. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up in the church, we had a time and a day for everything. When service comes up, we knew, okay, the choir is going to be speaking from this time to that time. Pastor's going to hop on and do his sermon from this time to that time. We're going to do communion from this. It was always a time every day. And when you're first starting this out, trying to schedule your day, it could be a little bit like tedious, right? Because you're not used to scheduling your time like that. But when you're building a business, you have to, ladies, you have to schedule time of when you're going to do whatever it is that you're going to do every single day. You need to have morning tasks, things that have to get done in your business in the morning. You need to have afternoon tasks, things that have to get done in your business in the afternoon. You need to have evening tasks, things that has to be done for your business in the evening. You need to have late night tasks. Like, Shoshana, if she was on here, I have a client named Shoshana. She lives in California. She's actually one of the coaches inside of my academy. But like, she has California time. I'm on New York time. So she would tell you, like, I'm up to like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Why? Because I'm doing my evening tasks, doing the tasks that I do before while my competition is sleeping. I'm out there sending emails. I'm out there following up. I'm out there planning out my next launch. Like, I got to stay booked and busy. It doesn't mean that, I got to sleep for 8 hours. Because me personally, it's just my personal feelings about that. I don't need 8 hours of sleep. That's just me. So you got to be strategic. You got to plan it out. So let me break this down. An actual strategy and plan. You got to have an actual strategy. Hey, Tasha, what's up? You got to have an actual strategy and plan. How many of you guys right now, and type in me, if you are struggling with getting a strategy, and if you're struggling with coming up with a plan. Plan and strategy are two separate things, just so you guys know. Yeah. Let me know. Are you struggling with creating a strategy for your business and creating a plan? Because I believe in the sales methodology was actually my sales methodology. I turned the word sales into an acronym, which is selling, attention, live streaming and video, execution, and social media. Those I believe that those things has to be implemented in your business every single day without hiccups, without delay, and without a doubt. Right? So super duper important. Okay. The second part of being more strategic is developing. Wait, let me just break this down real quick. You have to develop your skills in your business and outsource everything else. Somebody type in the comments, develop my skills. You have to develop your skills. Some of us are doing too much of stuff that we're not skilled at. And I have to constantly check myself every single day on that, because you have a lane in your business, but you also have a lane when it comes to your skills. You may be very great at being a marketer. Like, I am excellent at being a marketer. I'm great at coming up with content. I'm great at having a sales strategy and a sales process. But my biggest issue is I don't like to do the back end stuff. I'm not a graphics designer. I'm not a funnel designer. I'm not a website developer. You know, all those things can be outsourced to somebody else. So I'm going to be honest, my day, and I'm just writing this down so I don't miss anything. My day is, Tisha, you got to market your business. That's number one. Number two is, Tisha, you got to do your follow-up. I have to do my follow-up. All of you guys know my follow-up process is called look up, look back, and look through. I'm not into sales, just like listen to business. Awesome. I believe if you have a business, you got to get into sales, though. If you do have a business, any business, I don't care if you're a hairstylist, I don't care if you are, whatever it is that you do, you got to become a marketer. So number one is got to market, got to follow up, and got to pay attention to my clients. Focus on my clients. That's my 3 jobs every single day. Anything outside of that, I have to hand it off to somebody else. I got to delegate. That's why I have an amazing VA like Therese. That's why I work with so many people like Jennifer Ward and so many other people in my business, because I have to only focus on marketing, my follow-up, and my clients. MFC. Bam. Right? So yours may be different. Yours just may be different. But whatever it is that you are not skilled at, you have to say, well, who can do this for me? Right? Who can do this for me? Thank you, Tasha. And guys, if you haven't shared this out, share this out. The next thing is, yeah, absolutely. The next thing is to lessen your access and create a sales team. That's one of the things that I'm going to start working on in the near future, is that, you know, it's, even though I'm a marketer and I'm always out there going live, creating content on the back end stuff, like the closing and the, not necessarily closing, you got to like vet people these days, because a lot of people will get on a call with you and they'll just waste your time. A lot of people literally just want to get on a call with you just to talk to you, just to chat, because they're so surprised that you actually reached out to them and said, hey, let's have a conversation. So they're like, wow, no other coach does that. I get that all the time. A lot of people that I have conversations with, they be like, I reach out to business coaches all the time and they never get back to me. They never answer my emails. They never, when I put a comment on their post, they never do that. Or when I showed up in their classes and asked a question, they make me feel like stupid. You know, I'm very different, because I realize that building a business is a process. And a lot of times coaches will teach, and then when you ask a question, they act like you're supposed to know the answer to that already. Or they'll answer your question with a question, and that pisses me off. That's one thing about us New Yorkers. When we ask you a question, answer the question. Don't answer my question with a question. That's like, that would make me walk away from you real quick. Right, Charlene? Don't answer my question with a question. Charlene and I both from New York. We don't play that. Answer my question and get to the point, that part. So it's like, you know, I'm just being honest. And so so when people get in contact with me, I'm very different, because I'm more sales background type of experience. Well, I know that dealing with sales and building connection is a process. It's not something that you're just supposed to wake up every morning and know how to do. It's like a muscle. It's like a muscle, right? So that's so important. So you got to create your sales team on the back end, because for those of you who are looking to scale, in order for you to eliminate access and start to vet people that before they get in front of you, you got to have somebody in front of you, sort of like the doorman. Like Therese, she's on here. She's like, my doorman inside of all of my Facebook groups, because you just can't join any of my Facebook groups. You have to go through, like, you have to answer my 3 questions that pop up and things like that. So maybe sometimes Therese would be like, Tisha, I don't know about this person. And I listen to Therese because in the past I got totally burnt on that. Where I'm like, oh, sure, let her in. And next thing you know it, she's inboxing all of the people in my community. She's selling, people, it's not her, not Therese, but the person that, I didn't list, that I just let in. I just end up having to block people and all that stuff. So Teresa's like my tribe door woman. And it's been working out amazingly for the past 2 years. Love it, love it, love it. So the last thing as it pertains to being more strategic before I close out is you have to focus on new technology. And I went live in my group yesterday, and I think it was you, Tasha, she told me about a new platform, a live stream platform. So I'm researching it. I'm willing to try anything new because you never know when stuff's going to break. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm live on Facebook right now too. And I was supposed to go live on Facebook on my Zoom. Okay. But Zoom wasn't working this morning. Zoom wants to have an attitude with me this morning, which is okay. I think it looks like I have to do an update. Hold on one second, y'all. Yeah. Now look at that. I have to do an update. So it wasn't working this morning, and I don't like to wait for things, so it's always good to know new bits of technology in case something's not working. You just pick up and do something else. So guys, and let me just say this. I want you ladies to stop saying that technology is hard. Technology is not hard. You got to look at technology as something is going to be a vehicle so that you can get the results that you want. You need technology to grow your business. Somebody type in the comments right now, I need technology. You need technology to grow your business. You cannot, if you want to scale, you cannot do everything. You cannot do everything manually. It doesn't work out that way. And I don't know what universe we live in this day and age where we feel like, well, I'm going to just keep saying that I'm not comfortable with it until like I get comfortable. You can't do that. If you're going to keep throwing out that negative energy, then you're not going to get the results that you want back. So you got to say, listen, I have to learn this and master this just like you would at a job. Because I'm pretty sure at some point during your career at your job, they even leveled up their systems to make it more easier and transferable for everybody. Easier, faster, quicker, and more accessible. And you had to learn it. I mean, look back in the day, people were using typewriters. Now it's computers, right? People had beepers. Now they have smartphones. You got to elevate. You got to elevate with the times, ladies. That's so important. And when we say we can't do something or we're uncomfortable with it, it's just an excuse. It's just an excuse. You need technology. Like Charlene, she's on here. She does teeth whitening and eyebrow tinting. You need technology. You need it to get out there to the people that need what you have to offer. I didn't know you had all those services, Charlene, until you posted it. A lot of times we say nobody want to buy our stuff. But a lot of times people really don't know what we have to sell. They don't know. They have no idea unless you say something and mention it, and you got to leverage that through technology. So listen, everyone, I want to invite you guys, those of you who want to learn how to scale your business, how to implement technology, how to get an actual strategy and plan, how to develop your top skills, I invite you to our 30K in 30-day challenge. We call it Launch Like a Boss Challenge. Is my mentor, Rhonda Swan. She created this challenge. Myself, who's going to teach you guys about sales. Rhonda's going to go over branding, and Starwin Tonkins is going to go over technology. And we're just opened enrollment for the August cycle. But guys, we're going to close out really soon. So I encourage you guys to go to CampbellSuccessNetwork.com. If you're watching me here on Periscope, the link is in my bio. If you're watching on Facebook, Therese, I believe she put it down below. It's CampbellSuccessNetwork.com. It's the very first button. It's under $100 to join today. Just pay $100. That's it. It's not a monthly thing. Hey, Rhonda! There she is. Yes, I was just talking about the challenge. Yes, my mentor Rhonda Swan created, and I'm going to be going live in our tribe group to give you guys some sales and follow-up implementation. It's going to be awesome, and I know this is something that you guys need. One of the things that you guys are going to get, and let me just show you guys, is my mentor's digital copy of her 30K in 30-day book. And this is like a manual. You guys ever went to a job? I remember when I took my first job in Manhattan, and this was years ago. Oh my God. And they give you a manual to read and look at. This is your business manual that you're going to have forever. If you guys notice, I have post-it notes in there. It's almost like a business diary. It's like every day you have something to work on. You're going to get the digital copy to this. And what's awesome about the digital copy, and because I wrote this book up for filth, honey, I wrote it down. Okay, the digital copy is awesome because you can just print it out and utilize the resources that way. That's awesome, right? So definitely, because I had to fly all the way out to Bali to grab this copy. When I saw that Rhonda had it laid up there, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get it. But yeah, you guys grab the digital copy, and I would love to see you guys in the challenge. It's going to be amazing, guys. So go to CamelSuccessNetwork.com. It is the very first button here, and I'm sorry over here on Periscope, my battery's about to die, so I might shut off. So good, Letitia is the challenge. Thank you, Rhonda. Rhonda says, so good, Letitia is the challenge boss lady. Yes, I am. Woo, with my crown at. Ooh, I have a crown in my basement, and I was honestly thinking of this morning about wearing it every time I go live, but I don't want to scare people. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh my God, did y'all just see that? Rhonda just posted in the comments that if you come to our Orlando event, and if you go to CamelSuccessNetwork.com, you're going to learn more about that event as well. If you want to learn more about it, everyone's going to get the actual physical copy of this book. Rhonda, are they going to get your Skills of Cheap Passion is Priceless book too, Mama? Where's my copy at? Hold on, y'all. I just cleaned out my office today. Are they going to grab the Skills of Cheap Passion is Priceless book too? Are they? We spoil y'all at these events. I'm telling you right now, spoiled, and I love it. Oh my God, Rhonda, Rhonda just said I teach it better than her. I love you, sis. Yes, that is my mentor to the boards, honey. Y'all. Yeah, so definitely, guys, join the challenge. CamelSuccessNetwork.com. It's under $100 to get inside our world and actually see what we have in store for you for your business. I mean, you're just going to elevate and elevate after elevate. I'm going to be posting some testimonials in the next few days about all the ladies that have gotten so much results from the challenge. And Charlene, join the challenge, Charlene. I'm going to inbox you today, actually. Yeah, I should, right, Charlene? I should. Yeah, it's just the challenge is going to open you guys up to so much potential. You guys are going to get funnels. You guys are going to learn about bots and Facebook ads and just your one way to the money strategy, as we call it. Your one way to the money strategy. It's going to be amazing. All right, guys. So head on over to CamelSuccessNetwork.com. Get inside the challenge. It's only under $100. And it's just definitely open up your world to elevating your business and dominating. So till next time, guys, as always, don't forget, get out there and dominate, because it's time to design the life that you deserve. Bye, guys.